What Amanda Knox said today in an Italian courtroom could get her out of prison or lock her away for the rest of her life.
For the first time, we hear her explain what happened the night her roommate was murdered. Knox insists police hit her and threatened her into making a false statement. Come before Shomari Stone is live with new details. Shomari?
Mary and Dan, Amanda Knox is telling her side of the story in detail. She says that she was at her then boyfriend's house the night of the murder. Cameras flash as Amanda Knox arrived in a packed courtroom. The 21-year-old briefly smiled and waved at her father. Then she took the stand to defend herself for the first time.
Under the amount of pressure of everyone yelling at me and having them tell me that they were going to put me in prison for protecting somebody.
She described how police intimidated, even hit her during the interrogation.
They called me a stupid liar.
Mi hanno chiamato stupida bugiarda.
And they said that I was trying to protect someone.
Prosecutors argued the Seattle native and her then-boyfriend, Raffaele Solecito, murdered her roommate, Meredith Kircher, in what they call a drug-fueled sex game. A third man has already been convicted. Knox refuted a statement she signed that had placed her at the crime scene. She told the court Italian police forced it out of her.
I couldn't understand why they were so sure that I was the one who knew everything.
Non potevo.
And so, in my confusion,
E quindi nella mia confusione
I started to imagine
ho iniziato a immaginare
that maybe I was traumatized, like what they said.
Her father, Kurt Knox, says the 6-person jury and 2 judges are seeing the real Amanda Knox, not the one portrayed as Foxy Knoxy in international headlines.
People are going to get a different picture of who Amanda really is. She is just a regular kid, not this dark angel or whatever it is they want to call her.
Back in Seattle, Knox's friends are getting ready to graduate from the University of Washington, while she remains in jail. Knox is expected to take the witness stand tomorrow and finish her testimony, and her mother is also expected to testify soon. If convicted, Knox faces life in prison. Now, we want to hear from you. You can share your comments on the Amanda Knox case at KomoNews.com. Live in the Satellite Center, I'm Shomari Stone, Como 4 News.
Thank you, Shomari.
So how did this highly publicized case get to this point?
This has been going on for more than a year and a half with a lot of he said, she said moments and other twists and turns. Here's a look back at some of the key dates. November 2nd, 2007, Meredith Kircher is found dead in the apartment she shared with Amanda Knox. Her throat was cut, her body partially clothed. 4 days later, police arrested Knox, her boyfriend Raffaele Solecito, and pub owner Patrick Lumumba. The prosecutors said they killed Kircher when she refused to take part in violent sex. Knox originally told police she heard Kircher's screams from her bedroom, but days later she changed her story and said she was at her boyfriend's house that night. November 9th of 2007, a judge ruled all 3 suspects be held up to a year as the investigation continued. November 12th, surveillance video is revealed that shows Knox entering her apartment the night of the murder, contradicting her earlier claim that she wasn't home. November 20th, a 4th suspect, Rudy Guadet, is arrested in Germany. He claimed he was there that night, but someone else killed Kircher. That same day, Patrick Lumumba was cleared and released from jail. A week later, a bloody fingerprint from Amanda Knox was found in the bathroom of her apartment. In the coming weeks, police found DNA from Knox and Kircher on a bloody knife believed to be the murder weapon and a bloody footprint in Knox's bedroom. September 16th, 2008, the 3 suspects had their first pre-trial hearing. The judge granted Guadet's request for a fast-track trial. He was found guilty and is serving 30 years in prison. October 27th, the judge ruled Knox and Solecito will stand trial for Kircher's murder. January 16th of this year, the trial began. February 6th, the first day of testimony, Solecito stood up in court and declared his innocence. Over the next several weeks, jurors heard testimony about bizarre behavior from Knox before and after the murder, including doing cartwheels in the police station when she was brought in for questioning. May 29th, Italian prosecutors wrapped up their case. And now today, Amanda Knox took the witness stand for the first time. Newspapers from all over the world are covering the trial and every move of Amanda Knox. From the UK, The Guardian focused on her testimony that she was hit during her interrogation. The Sun decided to key in on the contents of her diary and sex life. Newspapers from around Italy have headlines about her testimony and her claims of mistreatment by police. As this story continues to make headlines, we'll stay on top of it and bring you all the developments as they happen.